All right, what's up, people? This is totally not going to be a short. I think I might rant for a bit or some shit. By the way, the image on this video has nothing to do with the title of the video other than the fact that it's cool. So, yeah. Okay, so there's a concept that runs through a lot of these mythologies, and it's not just Semitic. I mean, you can look elsewhere and find the same phenomenon happening. Where you talk the divine twins, you talk your Romulus and Remus, you know what I mean? That's Roman. Or at the time, Etruscan? I forget. My history is phasey. Phases in, phases out. You just got to keep the fucking bowl packed. You see what I'm saying? Knock the bowl over and you fucked up. That wasn't a bowl, that was a lighter. You have too many lighters. They're all over the place. So you have this concept of twins. Within, the hierarchies of heroes / divinity. And I'm going to save the best one for last because so far it's neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to save Lucifer and Sophia for later. Although it probably would have been more apropos to the fucking image in this video where I'm talking about two dudes. And this has been like kind of a out in the open but hidden secret for the last like 60 some plus odd years of scholarship is that, one of the things that I think is really interesting is when you start comparing genealogy lists, because the Bible is full of these. If you start with, I don't know even where to start. You can start with the sons of, who was that? The sons of Shem, and then the sons of Canaan, I believe. I forget. But you'll notice that the names are kind of just off by one. So it's like they're talking about the same list. It's just they're presenting it in a different way. And then you can go to Matthew and Luke in the New Testament where you see the different genealogies of Jesus. Obviously, Luke was a little bit more mathematical in what he was doing, but there's still a mathematical error, which makes people think, oh shit, he might have been really fucking like saying something super secret. I think he was. It's all interesting. Like I said to a brother, it's, if you understand it's a comic book, then fine, you get it. You understand it's a comic book. But so there is this tradition. And I'm going to show you two different ways in which this is played out. There is this tradition that Jesus had a twin brother named Thomas. Now, the word Thomas, in and of itself, it means twin. But he was called Didymus Thomas. That's from the Greek. Guess what Didymus means? The twin. You know what I'm saying? So they call this dude the twin. That's how twin he was. He was that twin of a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They call that motherfucker Didymus Thomas. Not Tom. Thomas is a twin, right? No, they call that nigga Didymus Thomas. Twin. Okay, that's just linguistic. We can say, oh, it was mistranslated, or, they didn't understand what they were saying. He was really this guy or that guy. Then they call him Judas. Didymus Thomas. Look it up. I don't got time to look it up for you. Look it up yourself. It's there if you want to find it. So then, okay, we're gonna translate. Translate mean through time to who was that motherfucker? Let me think if I can understand this properly, because this just gets into all kind of haywire shit. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind's gonna start melting on this bullshit. Who was the one that said he wouldn't understand Jesus if he didn't and then I put my hands in him? Like, feel, touch, and feel. What you doing? You sticking fingers in holes? What are you doing? What are we doing over here? All right, but then let's go back to the Christian tradition, and we talk about a man named Simon of Cyrene, right? This was the guy that supposedly helped Jesus carry the cross to his own crucifixion. Because notoriously you were supposed to carry, you didn't carry the whole thing, you just carried the crossbeam. The pillar was already up there. It had to be anchored. But anywho, so this guy, Simon of Cyrene, carried the cross for Jesus. And then you look at the Islamic tradition where they say that another was substituted in his place. Then you look at the Christian tradition, which talks about a guy named Barabbas. Look, I'm not making any of this up. You can fucking look it up. You can see it. It's right there. If I have to quote from fucking whatever fucking Bible verse it is, I can do it. I'm just counting on you to fucking do your own research. You know, he was nailed between two thieves. You know, the people chanted for Barabbas. What does Barabbas mean? It means son of the Father, actually. Not sons, son of the Father. Bar is son. Abbas means father. Abba, why have you forsaken me? Or whatever the fuck. That's not what he said. I conflated two verses just to see if you were paying attention. Because none of y'all know your fucking Bible. Which is fine. I mean, shit. It's just a piece of fucking fiction anyway. But these people think it's totally real. So divine twins. You know, it's a myth element that is persistent cross-culturally. Has nothing to do exclusively with Jews or Hebrews or, you know, Roman occupied Israel within the 1st century CE. Has nothing to do with that. But they took it. And so, like, I'm asking the question. Did Jesus have a twin brother? Is that why you have the Islamic traditions? Is that why you have the, you know, certain traditions about Simon of Cyrene? Is it I don't know. I mean, shit, it don't matter to me either way. I just think it's fun. I just have fun with it, you know? Because at the end of the day, my metaphysics does not rest on some historical narrative that might or might not have happened. It just doesn't. I think the sooner we can get away from, you know, historical-based metaphysics, the better off we will be as a species. But that's just my opinion.